All right, so the acrylic window is in. As you can see here, it is installed into a channel, which in the pool world, they call this a rebate. Ended up having to do the same type of install as an acrylic pool window would be, just because of the size of this here. It's over 20 feet long. Reached out to AAT Acrylics out of Houston, Texas. And they gave us all the specs on what the channel rebate needed to be. So if you see me building the form boards and stretching this whole styrofoam form out, that's what that was for. I actually stretched it out another 6 inches so we can have 4 inches of concrete on each side. And then I built a form board with a piece of foam in the middle, which you'll probably see on the time lapse that we ended up building. Once it was hard enough the next day, you take the foam out the middle, and then we're able to squeeze those 2-bys together, pulling that form board out. But the next step was to go through here and actually apply a epoxy coating to any of the small voids. After that, had 24 hours to dry. Justin came through and used another epoxy coating that goes over the top of the channel, down the rebate, all the way on both sides. The reason for that epoxy coating, it's a waterproofer, and then it's also epoxy that binds to the concrete, and then also allows for the special silicones to adhere to it as well. Right now we have some test cups right down here that we'll be cutting open every, first about 3 to 4 days, and then we'll do a week and then see how dry it is. And we might have to wait the full 2 weeks, which I'm hoping we don't, for that stuff to be dry enough in order to apply the water load to it. We also waterproofed the front, so we went ahead and cut all this foam away, waterproof this entire front, and then this is what I came up with. So this is like a hybrid system between a liner pond and an acrylic pool window install. Basically the same concept as a Biofall 6000. This here, water jetted out to the exact size with all the holes on 6-inch centers, basically creating a faceplate all the way down. That will be almost half an inch from the top. It's just sitting there right now. I have some stainless wedge anchors on order. What we'll do is we'll get our template mocked up, we'll drill the holes, basically blow all those out, and then we're gonna epoxy some stainless wedge anchors in there and get an exact pattern all the way down. I think there's like 50 holes all the way around. Then we're gonna do one more coat of waterproofing around the stainless fasteners. Then we will come through, and the same way you do a Biofall 6000 install, we are going to do a compression seal liner against the concrete, sandwiched between the plastic. We also have some 2-inch fender washers, so by the time you put the 2-inch fender washer here, if we're on 6-inch centers, we basically have only 4 inches in between, which is going to be plenty. And also have some scrap pieces. These actually touch together. They're just set down on this shelf just to show that there's 4 pieces, and then basically get that squeezed together, and then all the window part will be done. Start doing our rock work down here. That's why this block work is not done on either side, because we had to get that in first. There will be tile along this whole window sill here to match the inside, and then we'll do rock work and layer stuff back here and hide the rest of it with all of our gravel.